Hey, good morning, everybody. It's good to be with you again this morning, this Friday morning. I hope this is the start to a great weekend for you. Today we're in Proverbs 17, and this is continuing in that series of comparing and contrasting righteous and wicked. But the verse today that really kind of jumped off the page at me is just about us and how we're refined. Verse 3 says, "The refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests hearts." So think about the things that we consider precious or valuable, gold and silver and diamonds, even simple things like water. How are those purified? How are the impurities removed from those things? Heat and pressure. That's how those impurities are removed. And it leads to a better product in the end, a more refined product in the end, more valuable product in the end. So God does the same thing with us. We don't get literally put in a fire. We don't get literally squished in a vice, but we are under pressure. We have these trials in our lives, and God is using those trials to boil the impurities right out of us, to squeeze the impurities right out of us, and to make us more valuable and more refined and better than we are now. It's hard in the midst of a trial, when you're in the midst of being squeezed, to be grateful for that. But that's exactly what Peter and James both tell us to do. You know, consider it pure joy when you face trials of many kinds. And Peter says that the tested genuineness of your faith, which is more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. What more could we ask for? God is building us up, and He is preparing us, and He is refining us to deliver His message to people who need it. And He's doing that through the testing of fire and pressure, through trials. So if you're in the midst of one of these trials right now, take heart. God is refining you. He is preparing you for something. If you have just come through that season, celebrate the refining that has taken place, and learn from what it is that was what was refined out of you, and be ready to go to work for Him. I know that's where I find myself right now, is trying to celebrate in the midst of a trial, because I know that He is getting me ready for something. He is preparing me. He is removing impurities, and He is refining me for what's next. And I know that He's doing that same thing with many of you. So take heart. You're being refined. Would you pray with me? Father, thank you for removing our impurities and refining us through trials. Amen.